It's about a 250,000 square foot building, 24 stories, iconic building in downtown Portland in the Central Business District. Highly regarded and very visible to everybody that if you ask anybody about the building, they all know which one it is, the 1000 Broadway building. And this building, the 1000 Broadway building, is one which has 3 generations in its ownership entity. Tom Moyer Sr. and his wife Marilyn have both passed away, but their children and their children's children and their children's grandchildren all now have a stake in the property and are all interested in how the building is performing. Here we, of course, have really focused on maintaining the pride of ownership component of the building. That's important from the family perspective, is to make sure that the presentation reflects the family's values. But in addition to that, we've been very aggressive with our leasing efforts, particularly during the pandemic. And the benefit of having close, involved, competent, sophisticated family ownership in the building has really enabled us to exceed expectations when it came to leasing in the building during the pandemic. But what is unique about this building and about this ownership is that we decided to focus our capital budgets on the spaces that tenants use as opposed to spaces that they don't use. And so we invest a considerable amount of funds, usually at least market rate and oftentimes above market rate, on tenant improvements, for example, when we sign a new lease or when we're rolling over a tenant or if we're negotiating with a tenant, we will contribute to the space that they live in and use as opposed to the amenities, which are cursory and important, but not where they're doing the work. In addition to that, that's led to our thinking about infrastructure in the building, upgrading the parking lot, upgrading all of our elevators. Touching any of those things is multi-million-dollar considerations, and we're well underway on upgrades of all of the systems in the building, from HVAC and elevators to security systems and so forth. And we feel that that's the appropriate use of the capital dollars that are available for the building.